So like me, you got the female badminton channel. You got Dee Dee. You got David, Brian over female body form. We like to give y'all ladies the opportunity to share your story with us. I mean, and like I said, I had guys come and say, "Man, we'll get the big stars." I'm not about my channel's not about the big stars. I would love to have someone like Andrea Shaw. I'd love to have someone like maybe Sarah Vegas. I saw that this morning when I posted that Natalia won the Pittsburgh Pro. She commented on it. Yeah, I'm not a big Natalia fan. I think she's kind of she, like it used to be. I remember South Park when the episode where Cartman was like Tom Brady. I'm Tom Brady. I'm retired. I go home to my sexy wife that looks like a dude, and I'm just gonna be comedy. I mean, she's not my cup of tea. And I know she's. I talk about it, I get pressed, but it's not my cup of tea. It's about this. My man Balls D says she's still beautiful, and she is, and she's a very soft spoken young lady. You gotta give it that. Also, he says salute and word up, and and my man KL the Wanderer says this. What KL gets. He says, I think a company could, endorse her, but they got to be into the sport of bodybuilding. Well, she already has some sponsors, but yeah, I think, we can really use more companies to step up, especially where, this year is a bad year for women's bodybuilding. Lost a lot of shows, got kicked out of some shows. Don't have the Savannah Pro this year, which I got the privilege to go see myself. Don't have the Puerto Rico Pro this year. There was going to do a show in Texas, but then somehow they dropped it for everyone. I think the big problem is about the money thing. They keep talking about the money. And, this is why I say to guys out there, there are guys out there who are undercover fans of women's bodybuilding, who have deep pockets. You can spend money, this and that. You can reach out to these promoters and and say, what? I want to sponsor a women's bodybuilding show. There's one thing they talk about. Reason why they dropped the point system because they had so many competitors here and but that was another vision like men's classic, women's bodybuilding, bikini, and also I think wellness. When you have like this guy having one division that's either wellness, bikini, or men's classic, and like 5-6 other shows because the fact is those divisions have easy turnaround compared to men's bodybuilding and women's bodybuilding.
Yeah, I mean that kind of goes back to we kind of got to give them something to want to keep alive, right? So to me, if there's not a lot of support, if there's not a lot of backing on something, we can't really look at people and go, oh, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't, you know what I mean? We kind of have to look internally, like what's going on in the industry or in the sport and be like, okay, what can we do better to make it more appealing so people want to be a part of it, but I mean, I also understand there are some fans of the sport that are not vocal about it or that, they're, like you said, undercover. Yeah, I don't know the answer to it. I don't know what kind of solutions we could come up with to kind of make it more lucrative, because we do give up a lot for it, right? We sacrifice a lot, not just physically, but mentally, in almost every aspect you can think of, we're sacrificing something. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's something that the industry, as well as the athletes and even some of the fans, need to get together and be like, okay, look, this is dying, and it's we've been on this roller coaster of it going up and down. What can we do to make this solid? What can we do to keep this category in the shows? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I said that, yeah. Whatever they can do, like guys like Jake Wood, like like I like to pick on Jake because his name Jake said, Jake, I want that money, I want that gun, and and he's doing good things. But now they dropped the Bachelor program last year. I think this year they dropped it, and women's bodybuilding it's been struggling, but it's again, as every division evolves, you need a place to go. I know some women say that they want to sacrifice their femininity, but as a competitor, as you grow and develop and you hit those, those muscle bellies, wherever else those you got to go somewhere. You can't stay in a division where you're struggling. You okay? 1 year you're doing all right. Next year you're like I said, I talk about Mr. Tight, how she looked the last Olympia. Ashley Jones. All the other competitors that you have to go somewhere. I mean, you look at physique competitors. I mean, also figure competitors who are switching. Either they're going to physique or they're going to wellness. And but you have to go with how your body is going. If you're a girl who has those, like I said, with wellness, you have those natural Afro aesthetics, the big hips, thick thighs. If you have that, good. But don't try to squeeze yourself in a division where your body's more, has different conditioning. We can put on muscle, more muscle than in one area than another. I mean, it's just if you went with skinny legs, you try to compete in wellness, you're not going to do too well. You might as well just go to the division where it works for you. We got a lot of these guys here. My man Balls Deep always dropping this Chicago in here. He says, we say salute to JC, says. Also, same to Balls Deep. Yeah, salute to Balls Deep. Also, my man KL the Wanderer says, Hannah, I would try not to take it too extreme. It's your life, but think about your femininity. And like I said, that's her life, that's her choice. But she's, like I said, she's a very feminine young lady. And also she has a funny little name. I heard on a few about it. She's called Peanut.
Yeah.
I go ahead.
Well, the female bodybuilding channel, they're like, after I get my pro card, they're gonna do some kind of thing to create a new nickname for me because they don't like Peanut, which is fine. I think it needs to evolve too. But yeah, you guys help me come up with a nickname.
Well,
I'm
how
thinking
about
like Double H or something. I don't know.
Yeah, Double H. That's correct. Double H. You come in there. You can come in next time. Like you go to Olympia. You come in playing that Ric Flair theme music. Woo! Dun, dun. It's Double H. It's Double H coming into the Olympia. Play Stone Cold like hit the glass and it's just your ass. That's Double H. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I mean, hey, AJ, JB. I'm the one who thought about it. You call me a dummy. You call me. You wonder why I'm the emperor because I'm the emperor of bodybuilding. I'm the emperor of bodybuilding talk. Yo, I'm sorry. I had to let that out. The other guy had to come out every now and then. We have here. This is from JC does his balls deep. Yes, she's gorgeous. We all know. My man Balls Deep agrees. Says yes, indeed. Yes, she is. Like I said, she is beautiful. And I got a lot of guys in here. Damn guys, I mean, y'all just, you're just excited. My man Baldy says, like I said, he says this. I'll put a little something on her phone bill. We got here.
What does that mean? Phone bill?
Your cell phone, your phone bill, how it is, it's a sugar daddy term. You put a little something on you, especially when you get your little things, sugar daddy like to do that shit. Also, this is from this another one. I can't say his name. Mazur. I'm gonna say 932. His first name I know is Hannah is strength, beauty, and art personified. Also, this is from Rolando G's. KL, it's a shame I'm at work, and all you gentlemen have time for Mr. George Page and Hannah Hussein. I'm a little jealous. I'm a working man. It's not fair. Hey, you had enough time to come out here. You must be on your break or something. And also, he works as I know a friend told me he lives in San Francisco.
Okay.
So yeah, he works for YouTube. That's why Dose and Warrior Pack on deck. Yes, from Man Balls Deep. Also, this is from Emmanuel. Since I have no power right now, I'm going to go now. I really enjoyed the interview, but I need to preserve my 20% battery life on my phone.
Thank you for coming, Emmanuel.
Yeah, anyway, if you missed it, if you missed the rest of the video, you can watch it later. You can, watch it when you're free time, when you're by yourself, when no one's looking. But I do appreciate you coming through, brother, and you supporting us anyway. And it's just like I said, here's my man Carol says George knows his shit. Well, brother, I'm a fan of these ladies, and you have to, when you're the emperor, you have to know your kingdom and how you like this. My master taught me this. Ra's al Ghul, the demon's hand, he taught me. Beware certain rounds at all time, young Master George. Never give a sure footing for a killing blow. I love, if you know me by now, I love the whole Chris Nolan Batman trilogy. There's some great quotes in that, like, especially this guy right here. He loves, says, I'm just a particular type of criminal. I like things like dynamite and gasoline. And Hannah, talk with you now. You know what? You complete me.
Okay, did you like the new Joker with Joaquin Phoenix?
Like no. No, I just I grew up watching the old Batman series with Cesar Romero's Joker. He used to could see his mustache. You can see it on his makeup. I grew up watching Jack Nicholson as a Joker. That was if that's what Devil Paying Light, I say to all my victims. And then Heath came along, and he took that Joker in another direction. Because I have the comic books. I follow the comic books. Big Batman fan. Batman's one of my favorite heroes. He's like up there with Superman. And he just took that character and he just ran. People talk about how it was a reason why he eventually killed himself, because of it. It was just he was so entrenched into this character. But it's just I just like the whole how he just took it and just I mean, oh God, I love that version, because it's just Joaquin's the worst has to be Jared Leto's. I never liked his. I just don't know, and Joker's just one of those guys. He's just one of the most popular villains that he already had been. 3 movies he did this. He won Oscars for both Joaquin and Heath, and it's a great character.
I have Harley Quinn comics.
Oh, Harley Quinn, yeah. You like Margot Robbie version, because I think she's supposed to be want her to play Sue Storm in the Fantastic Four movie.
I did. I thought they cast her well.
Yeah, I figured. We got Mayhem Ballsy. He says, "I'll call her Sweet Pea."
I actually like that, because there's a lot of people that want me to be a certain way. They want me to be a dominating, which I'm not saying that that's not part of my nature, which I can be. But I think more of my nature is laid back and I guess sweet. So I'd be okay with something like that.
Yeah, so I figured call you Sweet Pea, Sweet Pea. I know guys right here from where I live. There goes other guys named Peanut. We got here. This is from my man Rolando G. Says, right on balls deep. I'm hoping to start my own channel to interview these phenomenal female bodybuilding ladies soon down the road and contribute. Thanks. Got to go soon. So see you later. And and you also you have a YouTube channel. Why are you not putting content on YouTube?
Wait, me?
Yeah, don't you got YouTube?
I mean, I don't have a channel. I just have the, when you sign up and.
Well, it's a channel. All you gotta do is put content on it.
Oh, I didn't know that. I don't know how to put content on it.
All you gotta do. Hey,
just learning how to use Twitter.
Well, all you gotta do is find the right person who can tell you. Hey, you can find a 14-year-old. You can use your camera, load it up. All I do is it'll tell you. There's a little thing like with my phone like this. Like this is how you do it. Because when I started, I just had a cell phone and a laptop. I got 2 laptops, a cell phone, and a tablet. And all you got to do is when you go on, let me show you this real quick. You can, if you have like a good computer or somebody who can help you out, because I think there's a lot of people can probably help you out because you're a cute young girl and they want to do anything to get next to you, And all you got to do is when you go onto your YouTube, you look at it closely. All right, it's gonna pop up. If you can see the screen, all right. There's a little section in it where it says it's like a right down here below.
Okay.
You see it? It's like a plus sign.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like okay.
Yeah, you can load up. Don't mind the cracked phone. I cracked it, dropped a while back, and you can see, right here. You're on here. Yeah, and all you got to do, you can load it up. You can use your phone and record it, or if you have like certain somebody who do like I know people like Eric Gomez, or I did an interview a while back with Sean Nelson. You ever work with Sean?
Yes, I have.
Those guys could tell you that because Sean's a great guy. I mean, I reached out to him, told me some great information. He's supposed to be coming to Chicago because I know he said he's going to go to New York and do some photo shots and do also. He's a busy guy. He's like this guy used to listen to. Used to be called the Fly Jock. He's like the fly photographer. I used to say it. I got so many folks. Guys, I can't. Like I said, she's a busy young lady. I know y'all got.
I do want to say this because there's some people that think that like I'm ignoring them on Instagram. You guys, I just learned that there's the message requests, and then there's more message requests like in a different folder. So like your friend, who thought I was ignoring him and I wasn't. I don't know what Instagram uses to choose what it shows me and not, and doesn't show me. But so if you try messaging me and I've ignored you, just message me again and hopefully I'll get it. You guys can message me on Instagram or my Telegram. My Telegram is linked if you guys want to get a hold of me. But yeah, in the past I've had people be like, "Oh, I messaged you and you never responded." I didn't see it because I just learned about the other folder outside of it's like, you know what I'm talking about, right? Where it'll be like message requests, and then it'll say at the bottom, if you scroll, more additional like message requests, and I didn't know that folder existed.
Yeah, because I think I see in my IG sometimes I get requests from some people. I usually, if I don't know you, because a while back I had this. That was my second account because I have three accounts. I have an old account that I hadn't used in a while. I use it every now and then for like if I want to like make send stuff back and forth because I forgot the password. I have it on my computer, and the other one was on my phone, and that one I use it to talk to you. Talk to me for a minute while I take care of this. I don't know why people bother me. Saturday, come on, get a life. I'm just gonna mute for a minute. Just talk to the.
Okay. I guess it's just me, guys. Anyway, yeah, there was a couple people that tried to get a hold of me on Instagram, and I never saw it. Yeah, because I didn't know that there was a whole other folder of message requests. So I'm sorry if anybody tried to message me on there, and I didn't respond to you. I just didn't see it. But yeah, so I'm now using Twitter like regularly. So if you guys want to message me there too, I've figured out that that's the same thing as Instagram, and it's another like message request thing that I actually have to go look for. But also Telegram. My Telegram is linked on my Instagram. And so I usually get all those messages. Like I usually get a notification for each one. If I haven't gotten back to you on there, just give me a little bit of time because I do get a decent amount on there. And then of course my OnlyFans. But anyway.
Well, I'm back. I'm sorry. That was my big sister. She dropped something off for me. We got Mother's Day's coming up, and think about Mother's Day. You're still in contact with your mom. What was that feeling when she tell you that, "Mom, I'm going to be a bodybuilder"? Did she like other moms says, "Baby, I don't want you to get so buffed I don't want you either because I don't want to. I got two daughters. I don't want another son. Did you ever?"
Okay. So my mom and I's relationship has been a little bit rocky. She didn't approve. She didn't go into that much, like I said. So I bought that magazine that kind of started the whole thing, and she found it and she goes, "Don't tell me you want to look like this." And I was like, the way she said it, I was like, "No, of course not." And she was like, "Okay, good, because that's gross." And that was it. That was enough for me to try to hide everything from her. So we didn't talk much anyway when I was younger. And even now we don't talk very much. And so that solidified, I was never going to speak to her about it. Now she's supportive, or she says she is. I don't know if she actually is, but so and it's obviously, I've not lived at home with her since I was 17 years old. So yeah. So it was never really like an in-depth talk of me doing this. It was more of me just doing it and not saying anything to her.
Yeah, I know. Me, I lived my mother most of my life. I remember I used to work at my old job. I used to have like a few jobs when I was younger. I used to work at a gas station. I used to work 13 years in textiles, and also used to work at a food club. And I had quite a few jobs. And I remember one lady told me while I was on my job one day, said, "George, you live with your mama?" I said, "Yes, yes, ma'am." I said, "Son, stay with your mama as long as you got to. All you gotta do as a man, always come home back to your mama." And my mom, when she got sick, my mom was my woman. I don't have no girlfriend. I don't have no kids. My mom was my woman. We used to hang and ride together. And when she got sick, I said, I have to take care of my woman. And when she died, I said like this, my woman was gone. She was, I love my brothers and sisters. Like I said, my older sister and my nephew just dropped something off a while ago. I love them. I was doing laundry today. I talked about my older sister. Her birthday's coming up Wednesday. For a long time, people thought she was my mother because when my mother had her, she was 16. And by the time had me, she was almost 40. Me and my younger brother, she used to say like this, like, you're too young to have the first one, and then you're too old for the last two. But, I could never understand, I love my mother. I know I've got a friend, he used to go to the same thing, him and his mother were talking about, but, it's just, I know she's the one inspiring me to be who I am and do what I do. And when she left, I said, you know what, I don't have a purpose anymore. And I was already doing this because dealing with her being sick, I was already doing stuff on YouTube. But then, when she left, I said, I need to do a little more. I need something to keep my mind busy.